It is Tuesday, December 3rd, and live from Shot Quality, it is BetCast. That's right, full 45 minutes of live betting action hosted by yours truly and my co-host, the always handy Antlers himself, Mr. Musa. How you doing tonight, Moose?
Good. We got some basketball, some college basketball. The youngins playing, duking it out. I saw those fists. You got some quick hands there. Justin Floyd Mayweather, Perri.
No, not at all. That's not what we're here to do. What I am pretty quick with, though, I won't lie, is firing on some live bets, and that is because every single time I do it, it is powered by the best data in college basketball. Of course, the only live regression data like you'll see anywhere else. I mean, you won't. It tells you who's expected to be in the lead based on the quality of the shots that they're taking. Of course, that allows you to make different judgments than maybe what people just looking at the box score are able to gain from what they're seeing. Shot Quality does a little bit of that eye test work for you. We're going to talk about a massive Tuesday night slate. I don't actually have that many bets down considering Moose. But Moose is in the house. We're not going to have Max tonight, even though I think we are streaming from his Twitter. So shout out to Max fans for hanging with us, even if your guy's not here. He's a little under the weather, but he'll be back on his feet as soon as possible. We all miss shows. Of course, health before work, especially when it's gambling. Always make sure to do so responsibly. Mental health and gambling is really important. You got to stay sharp or else you're going to lose. And we don't want that. That might be what's going on with Western Michigan and Dayton right now, Musa. Take a look at that halftime score. We're rolling right into a big break, one of our first big Tuesday shows of the season. How you feeling? Anything you're looking at? Should make the screen a little bit wider so I can see more games at once. I feel like I'm just going to do that for myself. But what are you looking at?
Timothy, we got man in the shadows. Don't you be sweating. Jason, Delaware State is straight trash. Not interested. They're just kids. Bless their heart. Play sheet. I don't know how to do that. Someone throw that in there, Max. I know you, man in the shadows. And then we'll repost.
Max here.
Jason said Cincy. What are you thinking about this one? Cincy.
Cincy. I saw they started slow.
Oh,
I think you got to give it to them to close. I think they are probably better than what they looked like in that first half. Villanova just hit a 3. It would seem, of course, closed 4.5, opened what, 5.5. We do have that data on the site, so I can go check. No, it looks like it opened 4. It did close a little higher on the total, but of course we're seeing an overperformance from Villanova. So Musa, are you going to jump in on Cincinnati to straighten that out? That's a pretty sizable edge for us, right around where we would want to get in. I'm going to check a line. Sometimes I get on the show, my phone's not out, I'm not logged in, I don't have the sports book open. We're trying to get everything set at once. You got to forgive us just a little, but it's pretty easy to get going. So we'll be right there with you in a second. But I do think this Cincinnati team, who has shown a lot, and I do think does deserve some.
They're good at basketball. They're good at
I think they're in the top 10 of Ken Palm today right now, though, Musa. And is that too high? Because, of course, that does impact lines.
I don't think so.
Okay. You don't think so. I kind of do. I'm going to go ahead and find this. I think I'm going to take the plus 4.5 minus the 125 here for Cincinnati as my first play of the night. Should be a nice spot. Let's go. First lock in. Button, please.
Is Justin rusty?
Let me make sure. Oh, no. Get out of here with that.
Yeah.
I can do it all.
Yeah.
I used to do it all every single day. I mean, we used to run this show, just you and me, Musa, before Max joined in January. We are actually not even just a little bit more than a week away from the anniversary of the debut. We're going to have to check what day it was, but I believe it was December 11th of 2023, right? Is that correct?
Sounds right.
Sounds correct.
Seems like you're on the right track.
But that's kind of crazy. We've done a lot since then. We've had over 100 shows now, over 1,000. Oh, that would mean what? Over 3,000 bets, I would imagine, at least 1,500 for sure, but I would expect 2,200 based on how many we do, max joining, the amount of volume we put out on some of these busy days, some of the extended streams we've done. Someone actually asked me like why we don't do like a subathon on Twitch or something. I'm like, I don't think we could survive.
What's a
I
subathon?
don't. Maybe
you make
it's
those
when you
words
just
up?
go. It's like a whole like I guess like a fundraising event, and you grow your channel and you give to like charity. We could do it. We could do it. We could grow the channel that way. But like they stream for like hours and hours and hours. 45 minutes of this, man. I need a nap, and it's hard. It's not easy, and I just don't want to do it for that long because I will get tired. And I want to bring we got to bring it. So all right, I got the sheet going. First play of the night, of course, is Cincy plus the 4.5. Not sure I'm going to get it in the banner there for you guys all night tonight. That's a little tough. I can give it my best shot, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, there you go. All right, Moose, your turn. Find me a play, buddy.
Waiting, dude. I was waiting. Got you something.
Nice.
I'm liking it. I just got to find a
it?
number quick. Give me 2 seconds, but it's that Hampton
All right, what game?
I said it, Hampton. Hampton.
Oh, you like
Hampton?
Hampton? Oh, God.
Look at this. Look at the difference.
Look at Hampton. I'm going to open up the first.
So
the single view here for everyone.
Bob Huggins got him in. How's he doing? Where's Farrakhan? There he is. Bottom right. 8 points. 8 SQ, 5 real. I'm going to go ahead and lock in Hampton at plus 4.5.
What are your odds?
Minus 115. I like this one. Hampton closed at 5-point favorite. Again, I'll say it again. Noah Farrakhan is the best player on the court. Let's see if he's going to have a good year. He is 16 points per game, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, shooting 36% from deep. Guy's a sharpshooter. Played for West Virginia last year. Didn't get a ton of run. Played somewhere before that where he transferred in. But yeah, I like Hampton to come back a little bit and make this more competitive. ShotQuality agrees, so why not? Why not? They should be up 11.
Is that Cal plus 10.5 beating Missouri by 14 in Missouri? I mean, we set up the show, and I don't really look at the start of these games. So, what?
And it's a real kicking their ass thing going on.
Yeah, I took Cal. We had Cal as a pretty solidly obvious shot quality type edge, where one team was just kind of under or overperforming, and Cal was maybe. We hate the D word, guys. The D word, do. We don't say do. Likely, I think, expected to. It all does mean the same thing, but I guess the sports terminology with do. Oh man, got to hit this bet. They're due. I don't know. Does it line up with what we do here a little? Sure. But you got to dig deeper though with the numbers, because sometimes they just not due. Like, who's the team we were looking at when I bet Columbia minus 17? It was basically saying the other team is not due. They are losing, and they're actually losing by less than they should be losing. They're due to lose by more, is what I was telling. Sometimes, of course, you can definitely get that. We do have a scenario
by 10, you're supposed to lose by 30. That's what I'm getting at.
Yep. What about Chattanooga here? Expected to be up by 3, down by 5. Probably not enough as they start the second half. Looking maybe for some totals. Would expect Dayton to get back into it, but I honestly sometimes I think looking at scores like this, Moose, would you take Western Michigan here?
It all depends what it is. It'd be more enticing to me to take Cal than it would be to take Western Michigan. Just because Dayton was minus 24. There's a good chance Dayton comes back and wins this game by a good amount. But Cal, 10. We're also counting Missouri home court, which basically Vegas
they're down. They're 18 right now. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, but what's Vegas telling us with a 10-point closing line? Mizzou's better than Cal. That's what they think, but not a ton. A good amount, but not.
That's pretty sizable, dude. That's pretty.
I know,
sizable.
But what I'm saying, Dayton, Western Michigan, they're saying Dayton should murder them. They're not going to offer a money line on that.
Correct. Western Michigan is what much more unbelievable what Western Michigan is doing here. And we go look at the shot quality team page for Western Michigan. They're sitting at 272, and we were high on them. I mean, they're going to be pretty low down on most of the sites. Santa Clara game on the screen here from Max, thank you for hanging out with us, of course, on ShotQuality Live BetCast. Oh, man. Moose, we forgot to we'll look at Santa Clara, but after this game, we got to give a shout out to our presenting sponsors here at BetCast. This is a good one. Expected to be tied. Santa Clara expected to have a lot more points. Market was kind of big on McNeese. I actually thought that was pretty close to the true line with sort of an underperformance at the gate. I think this is just a team in McNeese the market really likes. So, yeah, I don't know. But they had been underperforming. They were expected to be a little bit better. So I don't know how I feel about this one. Are you going to take it purely on the number, Musa? Expected to be tied, maybe the over? I mean, that's another 15 points for an over here.
I think that is the move. Honestly, I don't know how it couldn't be because I'm trying to find a line. Now, both these teams are a little bit better on offensive efficiency when it comes to KenPom. I like to have it up just because it's quicker. Closing line 146.
Nope. Goodbye. Nope, not allowed. No, obviously we have very different statistics. We don't even use the number. The numbers that KenPom is based off of do not really grace this screen outside of frequencies. That's the only thing we share is understanding how often a team goes to a specific shot. But because you can't really talk about expected frequencies. Maybe, but
But you can play the ad. Santa Clara already lost the number. Hold on, this is so embarrassing. This is so.
Oh no, you lost the number.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, I gotta go to the bet slip. Oh God. Over 134.5. Santa Clara, McNeese State. I like it. 134.5 is a good number for a game that closed at 146.5. Play that ad, Justin.
134 or 136?
Who?
134, 136.
What are you talking about?
What was the number?
Oh, 134, dude. Minus 120.
How did you not understand what I was talking about?
Dude, we're rusty. You're rusty. It was actually you.
That was not me. I'm not saying.
ShotQuality Live BetCast is presented by SportTrade. The best data in basketball meets the best prices. SportTrade offers instant in-game betting with half the vig on both live and pre-game lines, with prop bets now available too. Plus, best-in-class support. Available in Colorado, Iowa, New Jersey, Arizona, and Virginia. Get 10% cash back on every bet in your first week, up to $300 cash back, and 1 free month of ShotQualityBets standard membership. Simply sign up for SportTrade using code SQB and bet $10 on any basketball market.
Damn good ad, folks. Damn good ad. And it's how many takes did that take you? 20, 30, 40, 50? Dare I say 60, 70?
Nah, man. I think like 3 or 4.
Well, Cincinnati's falling apart, folks. I've been liking getting in earlier than later in these games. But yeah, this is going to be a swallow for Cincy. This is a rivalry game, isn't it? Or not rivalry. That'd be Villanova and Temple and Cincinnati and Xavier. But close enough.
Yeah, close. Nah, not really. But okay.
Yeah, they're blue. Xavier's blue. Villanova's blue-ish.
I don't think that's why teams don't
one's
like
an X,
anyway,
one's a
we have I think an under scenario here for Tennessee Martin, Charleston Southern. I mean, what is going on in this game? I don't think they've missed. That's a lot of points, my friends. So we'll go ahead and see if we can find a line on that one. Because there's a lot of games on right now, my Lord. Got to really scroll here. Under 161.5, minus 115 is what I am on. I like that one a lot. I think that's a good play. I get it in before, it drops to 159. The second that they don't hit the next shot and the next 3 shots, it's already at 161, minus 120. Let me put it on the sheet. I like that one a lot. I'm already on Charleston Southern tonight. They're a team that I think ShotQuality likes a little bit more, like actually sees some legit qualities to them. I think, there's always some reluctancy in these models to say, all right, maybe this team is good enough to beat like a Miami and it's not just fluke. So We'll see. 161.5 as an under, minus 115. So that was a good catch. It's already 158.5. Again, it could easily fly back up, but this game, I would imagine, slows down a little bit. 159.5. You could play most, if not all, of these numbers, right? We're still showing the McNeese thing, so you can always tell me the screen's not great. Or you guys in the chat too.
I was looking at the ShotQuality Score myself. I like having it open. Okay, don't yell at me. Do not yell.
I'm yelling at you.
Dude, how
I did. Ooh, I'm pretty positive I played Indiana tonight, because we have Sam Houston State as one of the worst teams, like
not good,
bottom 100, which is this is a lot worse than what everyone else has though. That's where the value is. That shot quality data is more predictive in short spans than any other data, right? Like it can arrive at a conclusion like almost 2.5 times faster than what you usually arrive at with efficiency data, just because of how up and down the luck makes efficiency data. Like a lot
of it though, I agree with it. So I bet on Sam Houston many a times this year, and many a times all they've done is disappoint. Kind of a character.
They've been bad. They have been very bad. So
they were supposed to be a lot better, and they've just straight up just not been good. Like not bad. They've just been bad. Like
they're taking bad shots. They're not just like missing. They're taking bad shots. But all right, Cincinnati's still struggling. I think this might already be time for me to get the bite out of the cookie. A little extra milk out. Moose, we have to make sure. I know Santa's coming in.
Santa?
What? 3 weeks, dude?
He comes soon.
3 weeks.
My man's prepping.
Crazy.
He's in the lab.
My man's prepping. 9.5 minus 130 here on the Bearcats. Yeah, that's right. That's a double dip. Hitting it twice for a better price. That's the whole idea. Usually it's just things didn't go well, and there's really not much of a reason in our data to say it shouldn't have. Still right there on a 15-point differential between shot quality and actual. The only real risk here, of course, is that it's at the 7-minute mark, and it's a little short on time, but I'm going to trust it. That's what we do here. So another play there for me.
And you're kind of betting on a team that probably, let's be honest, probably not going to be the best team in the world when it comes to closing games out.
Oh, you mean Nova isn't going to be?
I'm going to say Nova has no how to close out a game.
Oh, I would hope so. And again, if Cincinnati is going to be this type of team that gets well seeded in 4 months, I don't think they want to lose this game by a lot. Doesn't matter. So NET rankings just came out, yesterday, other day?
See Riz on us, Musa. That's funny. Did you see really bad team? Mississippi Valley State's Twitter account. Have you seen them?
No, I haven't. Oh, that's a parody account, I believe. That's not
if it is, it's hilarious. But they said something
it's a really good
the net is so stupid. Who believes in it anyways? And someone quote tweeted it with the net rankings. They're dead last.
They're
bad.
They're pretty they're not really too serious, unfortunately. But yeah, I do think they can be viable to cover against certain teams just based on if you know how they're going to handle end of game scenarios. But other than that, wouldn't really bother. Again, Cal's a crazy score here. Brown, Vermont. I wanted Brown tonight, but I was afraid to do it. Shot quality has Brown and Vermont both down in the dumps this season in like the 260s, Moose.
I like that they're doing that with Vermont, though. Vermont does not deserve it. They don't.
They're doing it? Who you think it's the little people behind the computer? Like, what are you talking about?
No, I'm saying, okay, you know what I mean. But I'm just saying Vermont's been, dude. They're this, okay, I don't know what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is Vermont's the same team as last year with the same coach. There's way worse. I don't know how that happens. Kind of reminds me of Wisconsin.
Shot quality expected them to have one of these wins so far as a loss on aggregate, essentially. Like they've gone 1-7 against the spread. Shot quality does expect 2-6, but that's still not good. That's not like them. Shot quality saying, they should be 5-3, which would mean the market might be seeing something off. No, everything here is saying that shot quality's a little surprised, and the market is surprised, or off or wrong, right? 1 and 7 means that like the market thinks they should be a lot better. People are betting on them to be a lot better, and you can just win by fading them because it's off. So
ShotQuality. I've heard of that site.
ShotQualityBets.com, baby. Of course, you can always use the code BetCast to get 15% off any membership. We do, I think if you really want to use Winner24, all caps, always on our codes. Winner24 was the Black Friday deal. I still got Cincy floating at the bottom. Bro, that's rust. That's because that's Max's job. I'm shocked he's not texting me, telling me I'm messing up. Shout out to Max. Hopefully he's back tomorrow. But yeah, we did have a Winner24 deal as one of our biggest deals.
Justin.
Yeah.
Gotta stick as a dog.
Anyway.
He's a carrier, I'm sure, or something. What do I
Market was correct on James Madison, though. That was one where Shot Quality did have a little bit of like a, hey, let's pump the brakes. Ken Palm saying these teams are very close. James Madison's better. But you already saw that action kind of in the
Why are you talking about
with
James
that.
Madison? Sorry, I was looking at the comments. I don't see James Madison on your screen.
Yeah. Oh, well, thanks.
You can see how, as a bystander, I was very confused.
Yeah, no, that's
my hand.
Dude, I need you to be the vocal. That's what we were doing when we brought you on the show. We were like, we need a bystander. We need someone off the street who can just come in and stand around.
Jason, dog, I already got Hampton. I got them boys.
You see the hair? You see the hair? You got the Arizona Diamondbacks hat. No, I've seen the hair. It's well conditioned. Musa is off of a very nice street, which is good. Wow, Florida A&M beating Presbyterian by 13. Should I go get my Florida A&M shirt right now?
Yeah, I mean, what are they? The Vipers, the Panthers, the Snakes?
Rattlers, baby. Rattlers out of Tallahassee.
There's no way you have a shirt, dude. Okay, it's going to get a shirt. Anyways, I have Hampton, Jason. I'm going to pull up this comment. I got him at 4.5 when they were down. What was it? 10 at the break, 8 at the break. Now they're down. What is that saying? 9? A couple minutes into the second half. I like him. Noah Farrakhan. I try to think a little bit more now when I'm making these bets. He's a guy who transferred from West Virginia who is all conference somewhere before he joined Bob Huggins. Hope he's having fun, whatever he's doing at West Virginia before they canned his ass. So I like Hampton. They closed as 5-point favorites. Shot Quality said they were supposed to be up 11, and now they're still supposed to be up 10. Something's got to give, I hope. What's the numbers? 1887? Is that like circa 1887?
I would assume so.
That's cool. Sure.
Don't test me. I want to get I'm starting a collection of every single shirt for every single college in basketball.
I'm not going to lie. I'd probably wear that every day. Just saying.
And I'm going from the bottom up. That's how we're doing it. We are going from the bottom up. I don't know if I'm going to do like one a month, one every 2 weeks.
So I got to get you an ASU shirt in like a week. Damn. See what I did there, folks?
Joke. But yeah, we're going with some lower tiered schools. I have a Niagara Eagles shirt from last year. I'm going to get some LIU gear. I almost went to a Manhattan Jaspers game the other night, but it was like cold and rainy and kind of crappy. And it's like the darkest it's going to be all year right now. So like kind of sucks. But yeah, if you want to be a part of the shirt team and send me a shirt from your local terrible college basketball school, let me know. I'll wear it on the stream. But yeah,
ASU's my worst one, actually.
I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it too. So if like you live near one of these schools, you want to, be the legs and go grab it, I'll comp the bill, of course. But please help me grow my collection. But anyway, yeah. How many people do you know that actually own this is for real sicko. Most people don't even know that school exists. You have to go there to you could probably order it. But yeah, I got this. This is cool because this was actually purchased in Tallahassee. That's a cool part. That's what I want. That's why I want people to send them to me, because I want it to come from the bookstore, not like, eBay. But anyway,
Good points.
I'm passionate about my shirts, bro. Let's find some other bets. LaSalle expected to be doing a lot better. I think this is an obvious spot to get in on them. We'll also start looking at some 8 p.m. games. But let me get in on a nice LaSalle Northeastern line right now. LaSalle against the spread looks like a great spot to jump on this game. I'm scrolling through thousands of games. I should probably just be typing it in. LaSalle plus the 3.5. Excuse me. Closed.
Dude,
at
you're
1.
good, dog.
Dude, I'm struggling. I've been like, I had a huge dinner. I'm not gonna lie. I had a great time. It's been a great couple of weeks. I am living life. All good on my end. LaSalle jumped to 4.5 minus the 1 and 105. I can't talk. That's the only thing. But I'm writing it down. LaSalle plus 4.5 minus the 105, baby. All right, loosen up, Justin. Take a drink of water. They're not back.
I hope you guys got on that Santa Clara McNeese State over. It's currently at over 148.5. So it's actually projected to beat its closing number of 146.5. And we got in at 135.5. McNeese runs, man. They run a little bit, not crazy, but
that was a good call, dude. That was a good call.
I've been trying to find teams that run that are in a close game to take the over when the value is there.
That
the
really got a lot closer quickly. That's what we like to see.
Late.
All right, I wish I had like a cat cam for when my cats are doing stupid shit while I was on the show. It happens every single time.
Speaking of stupid shit, what is Hampton doing? Wake up.
I mean, you were the one who bet on them. I'm just gonna put that out there.
I don't mind them.
I don't know what Lemoyne's doing. I think I bet on Lemoyne again, and I gotta stop. I think that might be a team we just have to realize.
What's the problem is that one show where like it was like Lemoyne should be winning as like a close favorite, like it was a close line. It was like Lemoyne should be winning, and they ended up winning, and it's like Lemoyne might be on.
I mean, I should have taken Western Michigan, dog. That still hasn't gotten back to date and taken that lead. This is a team that will have beaten the twice defending champions and lost to Western Michigan within the same 2 weeks. That's just college basketball, folks.
Dude, their shot quality possession's higher.
I mean, they should probably win. Okay, Madison, this cat. Hi, baby. No.
We're talking about closing games out, so who knows if they're actually going to win.
She's picking everything off the table right now. This is the problem, Madison. This is why we can't jump on the table when I'm streaming. Oh, yeah. We're going to say hello to the cat. Little monster. Her full name, if you don't know, is Madison Square Garden. And that is on her little pet birth certificate.
Actually named after the garden?
What?
She's a garden. She's the GOAT, pretty much. She's named after Madison Square Garden. Speaking of the GOAT,
she's the greatest arena.
You said we need more plays. Don't worry, I got it. I'm gonna go with Tennessee minus 20.5. It's a little value off the. I wanted 19.5, but I was able to get 20.5. I don't want to wait a little bit longer.
Oh, I love this. I like this. This.
You ready for my reasoning?
I mean, they're very good, but yes, go ahead.
They're very good. Syracuse, they've been all right.
I'm in.
Bottom of the ACC. Shot quality saying pretty much Tennessee should be kicking their ass in the first half, and they're very close to kicking their ass. They're not just there. So give me that in the second half.
It's like 6 points. It's only 6 points, Musa. I'm kind of shocked you're on this. What number did you get for 10?
20.5. But what I'm saying
20.5?
20.5. 20.5.
I got you.
Shot quality saying they should be up 16. They're up 10.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, it's only 6 points, but they're a 22.5 point favorite, meaning they're a lot better of a team. So let's say they win the second half by 16, up 10. but they're still a little bit better. So let's give them like 20 points. I think they won the second half by 20 points. That's 30 points. Give them 10 points of cushion. That's what I think, personally. I could see like a 44.
I could see it happening. I could see it happening. You're right. If it was a 16-point game, it would be a 25-point line. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's how it would work.
Never been wrong a day in my life. Except like a lot, but just
counting. I think it's just nice to be right on aggregate. You just want to be right on aggregate. It's okay. It's okay to be wrong sometimes.
Right. I just want to like
this isn't
tell people I know
to get
about
straight A's. No one wants 90%. Just be right a little bit more.
It's funny though, like in college and high school, you're like, oh, I need 80%, 90%. Here it's like, dude,
the questions are solvable.
Yeah,
it's not about being correct, it's about your comprehension.
And they don't take 10%.
I was good at that. I was good at that too, to be fair.
They don't take 10 cents on the dollar, and well, they kind of do, but because tuition. But you get what I'm saying. When you bet, there's a vig. When you're at school, they just
look,
you know.
My very expensive college education has done. I'm very happy with it. I don't know. I also don't like the price, but I don't know. I don't know if I traded in
route, dude, for like 2 years. That's what I did. JUCO for 2 SEC. Oh, are we giving anything away today?
Oh, you remembered your job?
Yeah. Okay.
SEC
okay.
education?
Okay. Like, subscribe. Your boy Musa, Arizona.
His own name.
This is gonna be great. Went to JUCO before he went to ASU. Scottsdale Community College. What was the mascot? It is worth looking it up. I am telling you right now. The mascot will blow your mind. What was the mascot of my junior college? Wow. Comment that, like, and subscribe, and enter for a chance to win 1 free month of standard shot quality membership. It's pretty neat stuff. I'm telling you, when you see the school, you're going to throw up.
I'm not even going to look. I can't handle all that at once. My cats are running around like this place like a racetrack. We got like 10 more minutes here on the show. We'll be, of course, back tomorrow night, scheduled for December for the real ones watching through here to the end of the show. Schedule for December is the same as it was, just no Mondays. And that's not our fault. That's really just college basketball. School that's back in session. Feast week is over. It's going to be a lot of Tuesdays, a little bit of Wednesdays as well. And then, of course, Saturdays are going to be big for everybody. Not too much on Thursdays, Fridays, Mondays. So what are we going to do? We're not going to be there either. Sundays be quiet. It really gets into this rhythm where you get like an early middle week game and then that weekend game. And some teams sometimes shift it up a little bit, but the majority end up playing Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday. So that's when you'll see us during the heaviest periods of basketball, which is those nights in the weekday. And of course, 2:45 every single Saturday afternoon. And hopefully, you know, some of those streams will like extend a little bit because it's the weekend. We'll hang out a little bit more casual, but always a nice hard 45 minutes here on the weekday. So 10 minutes left, Musa. Let's try to find the good people at home. A few more bets, of course. Missing our boy Maximilian. Santa Clara swooped in for a lead. That's interesting. Nothing that Shot Quality disagrees with, though.
You know who deserves some credit real quick?
Who deserves some credit real quick?
Where's he at? I believe Jason was trying to tell us earlier, Delaware State, and I was like, nah, they're trash. They were losing by as much as I think 26
it's
points.
It's a rivalry, dude. You got to trust Shot Quality.
Dude, they were down 20. They're going to cover the original spread. They're going to cover 13. That's crazy. Well, down 26.
They might not.
They're down 12. Now they're down 12 with 20 seconds left.
Okay, they could very easily foul and lose by 13, and that would mean they did not cover.
What college
there's no very easily should be involved in a game that is right on the line with 36 seconds left.
I do find it funny when teams foul though, down a million.
Come on, man. All right, let's take one last roll through Shot Quality Live BetCast World. Of course, you can, get access to all this yourself for all like 5,000 games, for maybe 4,800 left to go here in the college basketball season. Available with ShotQualityBets premium membership. We're going to get the standard schedule rolling soon. That'll be all standalone games. We're working on that automation process, getting that back going. Projections are available on the site. Just anyone watching who's like itching to understand, maybe having some trouble with them. You go to the matchup simulator page right here. Loads up.
You answered that so quickly. I don't know how. I guess you looked it up that quickly, but
the artichokes.
We're the artichokes.
Yeah. That is pretty cool.
Artie the artichoke. He had a straight dude in a mascot outfit.
I will give you some credit. I will give you some credit. That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool? Yeah, no kidding. Very cool.
My college mascot
was not Artie the
I guess
artichoke.
we could do that for another giveaway. We'll do that for another giveaway. We could save it up. If you want to, well, if you want to get like, we'll make it fun. We'll make it fun. When the answer is my college mascot for the giveaway, it will be for a premium month. So a little incentive to maybe find out what it is before the episode.
That's the first place they should go.
I'm probably going to get like 40 notifications. Your LinkedIn profile was visited by. Yeah, I think you probably just ruined it. You took all like the critical thinking away from everyone. But maybe I won't. Maybe because you ruined it now, it won't be. Maybe it will be. Maybe you got to remember it now. Maybe it's about memory. Anyway, projections live on the site. You can scroll them here. We're adding a scroll bar state. It's a little bit more scrollable on mobile, but also a little bit less viewable. You need to look at like horizontal. We're working on it. We know. That's kind of how it is. We just got them up. Sometimes
what's going on? We got AZ boys in the crowd. I'm sorry.
You got local homies. You got people who find your stuff through those local algorithms, bro.
Nice.
You got to do a meetup. Oh, I got to do a pick of the day later tonight. Last night stunk. But we've been doing all right last couple days. We've had a good week, positive week. But we'll keep rolling.
How you looking on your bets? Let's have everyone look at the sheet because I'm looking pretty good. I know I didn't take a lot. I only took 3 so far, but I might have. You know what? You were really smart on that UT Martin one.
Thanks.
Just saying. Because
I wish I could take the credit, Musa. I wish we could all say how sharp we were. But the sharpest thing we do is use ShotQuality Live. That's it. That's all the show is. It's all. If you want on the show, it's because you use ShotQuality Live. If you like these bets, it's because you like ShotQuality Live. Like, it's all it is.
I'm just saying you took the under at 161.5 with like 6 minutes left a half, and the current live line's like 146.5. So you chipped off 15 points in like 4 real. Well, the score is what, 37-29? No, it was 37-27, and the score at half is 29-42.
So good, he's choking.
Also, Delaware State did all that with the foul, and it was a push. So if you took Delaware, -13, -12.5, I don't know, whatever the line is. It was either a push or
tragedy for Musa. I wish I got in on Presbyterian. We were talking about him, and instead of betting on Presbyterian to come back in this game, I went and I freaking got a T-shirt that the cat is now sitting on.
Yeah, but the cat's your best friend in the whole world, I think.
Yeah.
Besides me and Max. All right, let's refresh.
Yeah.
Hold on. I need to get like 2 more.
Yeah, I do like my pets. I will say I do work at home. I spend a lot of time here. We talk to each other a little, it's a little weird. But who doesn't talk to their pets? Come on.
I want to bring my dog to Vegas.
That seems I wouldn't put that on my pet at some level.
Well, you'd have to stay in our house, our little place we were going to get.
True. We could do that.
So Sam Houston State, what you thinking? No way, right?
I am thinking we have an almost perfect shot quality score in Princeton St. Joseph, and we have to get a graphic, something going for it being so beautiful. That is so beautiful. I love to see that, and it's like, why? Well, there's no play, la la la. No, look at this. 0.00 expected difference between how many points per shot they're taking. It's just expected to be just as it is. And that means this thing works, guys. That means this thing works. When we can even come close to things like that. When most of the scores 35-32, 45-49, 23-23, 31-20. Like, this is not some, stupidity and guesswork. This stuff's correct. Stetson 60. This one, another good one. Like, there's so many, and yet when you
look at
these
Hampton.
big slates,
Look at him coming back.
Yeah, dude, good call. Good
Only
call.
thing I
Good
get worried
read.
about is it's like it can be a good call, right? It can be Hampton's right there 4.5, but you get to the last minute where you get to fouls, and how do you play it? You take a 3, do you go for a layup? You miss a 3, you foul again, you miss a 3. It's like you get burnt in the last minute. But we'll see. I like where I'm at.
Yeah. No, I think you're not in a bad spot. Hopefully, I'm going to get my Cincinnati double dip. I'm a little concerned. Did it end? We don't always have the best end states.
No, but that's the thing. We usually
this is correct.
Sometimes we get stuck. But I will say, if you use a score app, there's so many times where it says in second period on this app, and the period is not over.
I think
but
Cincinnati
shows you that.
Is Villanova shooting free throws right now?
I got you. Hold on.
Miss.
Yes.
Villanova misses to keep it at 9. Defensive rebound, Cincinnati.
You have 9.5, right?
Yeah, I do.
So you have really 2 shots here to hit 3.
Oh, they made a 3. Yeah. That's right. Big for that double dip. Come on. That's why you double dip, because if you get it right, wipes out that early play. Again, we talk about it a lot. There's definitely something to be considered about, like, not just entering once or twice. And by that, I mean like playing multiple times so that you have almost like a distribution of when you place the bet using the data, and not just like using the human element of trying to pick the exact right time by, potentially making 5 or 10 small bets across a window when it says you should be betting on it. You're very likely to do better, I think, because how often do we get hooked? How often? Like, it happens a lot. So I do think there's merit to that. Like, if I was doing this, like, if I could do this without having to send plays, without having to tell people I was betting, without like doing any of that stuff, I would lock myself in the room and I would like just be ready to fire 10s so fast. Just like, like 0.1 unit, like boom, 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 boom. Like, all right, this total's too high.
We're hitting you, dude. This is me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's how I would recommend doing it. Like, hitting it. Instead of just doing like a 1 unit bet, I put in like 10 quick bets until it gets to a point where I no longer think it's worth betting. And I continue going.
Thought about that, and you've told me to think about that.
5 dip, 20 dip, and then trust in the data.
Here's my thing, though, Justin. With my luck, it's just going to go the other way.
But it should at worst even out. And at best,
I agree. I just, everyone has their own way of doing it. For me,
I think the best part about SQ is that
the more I think, using the numbers like I did with McNeese and what I did with Hampton, the more I think and I really narrow it down to just a few plays a day, I'm shooting like 65%. And for me, it's better than just like playing all the plays. And sometimes I like to use my ball knowledge. Like, there's no point. Like, I know Hampton's got a really good
I get it. It's sport. It's fun. It's like you want to win. There's a challenge to it. Cincinnati in possession, bringing the ball up the floor. See what happens here. 8 seconds.
Foul.
They're up 8.
Huh? So
they're up 8. If they miss a shot, it's like over. I
know. I'm saying Villanova should foul so they don't make the 8-point play.
5-2. It looks like it's just going to end. They got a shot off. They miss. Cincinnati 3-point miss. Defensive rebound. I saw final. Event ended on the screen.
I got the
cash the 9.5.
That's what you're talking about by taking it twice.
Exactly what I'm talking about. You could have been taking it. And again, they lost by 6, right? We got 4.5. It was distinctly, was it 6 or was it 8? Should probably get that right. 8. Okay. But it was definitely, either it was 9.5, 8.5. There's probably some 10.5 out there. You don't want to get scared off, and sometimes you don't catch it at the best part. You want to try to catch it at the best part. I'll take a 1-on-1 on that every time, though, right? Like, that's
here's a question for you, though, that I've been mulling over is,
okay.
So like you said, the best number, right? You took Cincy 4.5, and then it's at 8.5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there? What if it like? Would you take it at 6.5? Would you take it at 7.5? Or do you?
I usually like to get like another 3 points or so.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like a possession's worth
deficit. And then shot quality differential stays the same.
Gotcha.
But that's what we do around here. Music's up. That means we're out.
Yeah.
This is ShotQuality Live BetCast, the only show that uses this stuff right here. Yeah. ShotQuality Live data. Bear down, baby. We'll be back tomorrow night. Don't fret.
Devin, hit up Justin. Be ridiculous in his DM. You win, buddy. Because you said Artie.
I still gotta catch up on a lot of those. Woo, I gotta send a lot of DMs. I gotta make a name for myself up in here. All right, no. Thank you all for watching ShotQuality Live BetCast. See you tomorrow.